The Security Development Tool for Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 is a tool that would simplify the creation and maintenance of security artifacts for developers. The tool allows the user to record business process flows and allows creation of security rules. Furthermore, the tool also allows the user to test the newly created or modified role from the same interface without the need of another test user account. Role creation or maintenance is an iterative process, and by providing all the necessary features in one place, this tool essentially is a Swiss Army knife for maintaining security roles in Dynamics AX. You can use the Security Development Tool to define or edit entry point permissions. The Security Development Tool can be invoked by selecting a security artifact such as a role, duty, or privilege within the AOT. In this example, we select the sales clerk role, right-click on it, drill down to Add-ins, select Security Tools, and then select Security Development Tool. When you select this option, it brings up the Security Development Tool interface. As you can see the entry points for entry point view for the rich client on the left hand side and a list of all the entry points on the right hand side. Additionally, you can also drill down specific security artifacts such as a role, duty, or privilege. The other options on the main form include the ability to open a security test workspace, some options for tracing, loading additional metadata such as layers and licenses, and then other options for controls around assigning organizations to role and turning portal security on or off. The icons on the various entry points indicate whether the entry point is associated with the selected security artifact. In this case, the icon here indicates that the travel and expense menu items aren't associated with the security role sales clerk. From this view, it becomes easy to define or edit entry point permissions. Let us say that the developer wished to give access to the sales clerk with the functionality pointed to by the menu items under travel and expense. This can be easily achieved by expanding the node, selecting the entry points to which access needs to be granted, and then granting the appropriate permissions to the entry point. The developer can now proceed to associate this permission with an existing duty or a privilege. In this case, the developer can also choose to create a new privilege to which the permission is to be associated. In this case, a new privilege called Expense Report Inquire has been created, to which the modified permissions have been associated with. This reflects the changes back to the security role. Now, the Security Development Tool has the functionality to allow the developers to test the role in a development environment. In this case, the developer can choose the option to open a security test workspace, which will open a new workspace with the rights granted to the role or in fact to a particular menu item, allowing the developer to debug the new functionality while remaining in the development environment. So in this case, I could select the option for travel and expense menu item and decide to click on open the security test workspace. When the security test workspace is opened, all current role assignments except for system user and system administrator are disabled, and the role sales clerk is assigned. This allows the developer to see what a user belonging to the sales clerk role would see when he or she opens up the changes in the AOT. An additional way in which the Security Development Tool can aid developers is the ability to do recording of a business process workflow. The developers can select the option to start recording and then click through the menu items that the developer wishes to have as part of the business process workflow. So the security development tool keeps a record of all the menu items that were selected along the way. And when the developer goes back and selects the option to stop recording, the security development tool produces a list of all the entry points that were selected by the developer in that particular session. The developer now has the ability to wrap these menu items with the appropriate permissions into a privilege or a duty and assign them to a role. This allows the developer to very quickly develop security artifacts based on the manner in which the user is eventually going to use the system. So in summary, the security development tool for Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 will help developers to create and maintain security artifacts such as roles, duties, and privileges in a very quick and efficient manner.